Before I get started, I just want to go through a few quick thank yous. Special thank you to LLS, especially Michelle Boza, for honoring me by selecting me as their honorary hero for the 2013 Verona Park Walk. I'd also like to thank... give it a round. I'd also like to thank the nurses, the doctors, my family, my friends, everybody that was there for me throughout my 2-year battle with cancer. And I'd also, last but not least, like to thank the Almighty God. I'd like to turn the clock back for a minute, back to January 2011. A chapter in my life was ending. College graduation was just around the corner. The holidays had passed, they were great, I had a great time. I had a bit of a cough, but I didn't think anything of it. It was winter, so why would I be confused by a cough? I was just eager to get my degree and move on with my life, when suddenly my world changed. My mother, Anita, was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. I didn't know much about MS, and I was distraught that I found out that it wasn't curable. But I took solace in learning that it was by no means a death sentence. And so, life just continued. And I was still coughing, and my mom demanded that I go to the doctor. Well, like all good sons, I argued with her. And then I went. So the doctor sent me for an x-ray. The x-ray came back cloudy. He sent me for a CAT scan. The CAT scan showed a mass. I had to go to see a specialist. The specialist sent me for a biopsy. The biopsy came back positive for Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 2B. Did you get all that? Okay. Well, the reason I said it that fast was to emphasize just how quickly my life changed. It went from being about helping my mom get through her disease and also getting my degree and moving on with my life to now fighting for my life. And that fight began at the end of April of 2011 when I began a 6-month regimen of ABVD chemotherapy. Chemo ended in late October 2011, and by December I was deemed in remission. With my outlook on life changed, I began searching for a new path in life, one that would allow me to give back to the cancer community. In May of 2012, I began working in customer service at a cancer center. Unfortunately, that job was short-lived. 2 weeks after starting the job, my oncologist sent me into surgery, and on June 5th, 2012, I was re-diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. In order to defeat Hodgkin's once and for all, I would have to undergo a stem cell transplant. For 2 months, I underwent chemotherapy that isolated the cancer cells and attacked them. Then on August 31st, I underwent mobilization chemotherapy for 4 days. In mid-September, my stem cells were harvested, and at the end of the month, I was given intense chemotherapy, or as my friends like to call it, super chemo. And it was administered to completely wipe out my cells. Then, on Tuesday, October 2nd, 2012, I was reborn by successfully undergoing a stem cell transplant. After being monitored at the cancer center, I returned home on October 12th, and on January 11th of this year, I was deemed fully in remission. LLS entered my life via the Light the Night Walk in 2011. After walking for MS for my mother in April, my family and I began to look for cancer walks for us to participate in. It is at that time that we came across the LLS page for Light the Night. The walk itself was absolutely fantastic, and we realized right away that the Light the Night walk was going to be a staple in our lives for many years to come. In 2012, my transplant was scheduled for only 18 days before the walk, so that made my attendance at the walk and put it in serious jeopardy. However, the walk became my inspiration, and I pushed very hard to be there. Despite having no immune system to speak of and being very weak, I covered my face up with a mask, I bundled up, and I showed up at the event. I couldn't participate in the actual walk, but I would not be denied my white carnation because it had become more than just a flower to me. And I look forward to collecting another white carnation this October 19th, and I hope that you'll all be there with me. Thank you, and God bless.